Hola, peeps. I am here. Um, Still not in much of a mood to be. Um, yeah, just not. Street's been running wild. Same shit, different day. Um, Here till there's all kinds of shit I should really give a fuck about. Being said, done, put out. Nah, I don't really give a flying fuck about any of it. Um, Other than downloading and putting it in the basket of bullshittery. Um, Taking note of it, cursor shit. Sparing myself the nonsense, though, including the assholes in the background here. Uh, Being, uh, the purposeful assholes. I got one back there right now. Somebody has, I don't know, just had to be back there. Trying to get comments in wherever they might show up. Swearing up and down that, they're talking to Dobbs and that I lied and my last name is Morlock. Should have told the whole world. So apparently now I'm a Morlock, according to a scent troll trying to tap in comments anywhere. Also trying to just be a douchebag. Also vague threats in there about how they're just beginning. Don't worry about it. Summer's Army's just beginning. Um, Telling me I should, what was it? Go back and redo all of my videos because they're not able to be understood. Um, some such fuckery that's insulting, right? All the high notes. And, not to worry, though, that Summer's Army's on it, and they're not. They've just started. I guess on me? Oh boy. Wow. Whatever will I fucking do? Bless them all. I give no fucks. Booga booga. Right? I don't give a shit. Uh, Seriously. It's all garbage. It truly is. Same way it's always been garbage. Um, Shit recently, it's very telling. It's meant to try to inset this whole impending sense of doom or something incoming and try to manipulate I and others emotionally, psychologically. Same tactics they've used since day one with Chase, Penny, the rest. I don't give a fuck about that either. Hey, let's try to tap into the eggshell and PTSD of a domestic violence survivor and still fighter, and one who's been with, shit for decades, and, even worse with their onset here, and monsters still running amok, and real world end here, and oh gosh, maybe we'll trigger something. We'll get her feeling some type of way. We'll just fuck with another human being on that level. Wow, there's something new in the tragedy pimp streets, ain't it? Every cycle they try that shit, though. They really do. You got Piss Pat over there trying to rewrite all of history, which it ain't Piss Pat by herself. And it doesn't take a super genius to look at that and realize that ain't Piss Pat. I want her a little lonesome. That Piss Pad's associated with this group, same ones, much like fucking Shitty Cat. The others shouldn't be really lost on anybody in this cycle. I don't really give a damn about any of them. Speaking of that Shitty Cat, and honestly, when you put together the Piss Pad, when you know that's not Piss Pad alone, what does that tell you about what's being pumped out and them trying to revisionist history, my truth and facts and reality? Well, it tells you it's a goddamn weapon, doesn't it? Being done on purpose, doesn't it? Wow, wonders will never cease. I mean, I can't help there's a whole lot of stupid around here that buys shit. I don't care to correct it at this point. I got the receipts from the way fucking back. Shit's here actually already. Calls recorded between Candace and him. Dawn putting us out. Posts from the ex pseudo monster MIL. Hell, even I've got all of them. I've put them out. They exist all in this realm. Don B is over there trying to jerk off on my domestic violence pics. More power to him. I know weird shit like that gets him off at night with his spiked sweet tea. I don't really give a fuck. Enjoy it, bro. It's been done a million times. On that note, I will continue to say and put out this. I mean, it's here. All the proofs here, including Monster. You remember when he was on the panel sibling? Even the sibling was like, "Well, holidays only." After everybody's like, "Oh, this must be some sort of revelation." We'll hear the real shit now, but then everybody realized, "Wait a minute, there's really no contact, and they don't really have anything to do with one another." Well, shit. Monsters used it too. But Monster on that one did fully admit that what Don B's over jerking on, he did do and had to tell the sibling that, yeah, not only had he split my face to the bone in that one, plus my nose and all that shit, put my teeth through my lip, all that shit during that incident, but that he done far worse than that to me. So it's here in Monster's own words. I don't, but now they've convoluted it together where he was making fun and giggling, where he also, during a car wreck, put me through a fucking windshield on Christmas Eve night one year when eldest was very young. And that's what fucked up my eye here. But as you can clearly see, that domestic violence picture there, it's in a house, not a car wreck, and definitely not a hospital situation. However, I did end up having to go to the hospital with that incident, so I do have all the hospital reports. I have the messages between Monster and I. You have Monster's words over here admitting to that, so y'all do what you want. I don't give a fuck if you make it a car wreck or a Godzilla attack. Be stupid if you like. Eat the shit. I don't care. Be a Don B. Go masturbate to it in the middle of the night. Makes no never mind to me. I still wear the scar on my fucking face where it split to the bone. I wear all the scars left on my body from that fucking monster, stab wounds, all these other things. I don't give a shit. They're here for y'all to see every day. But yeah, it must be catch up. It must be a car wreck. It's all fun. So anyway, I don't care. Y'all do what you want to try to discredit, do whatever way you proclaim to be advocates, this and the other, blah, 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 you support blah, 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 and, oh my god, potatoes! You ain't. You people are filthy. Oh well, I know my story, and I'm alive. I know the truth, facts. So do a million others, including all the cops in the fucking area. Like, the entire time, from the first time the motherfucker hit me until now. So there's that. I really don't give a fuck what kind of discrediting job y'all do or how much you put it down, whatever you say about it. Not triggered. I don't give a shit. Y'all have done it too many goddamn times. Believe it, don't. I don't give a shit. Alright? So there's that. Then you got the cat. The cat shit. Sounding much like a chasing over there. I did a live the other night, right? And in it, I was talking about how things come together, all these parts play roles, pieces fall into place, the length of time, the way in which the piling on dogs, like the tragedy pimps have done, it played a role in how slow it takes to put some things together because of the insert, stress, the terror, the real life shit they do, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, or things will come together much quicker, most likely. Seriously. And I really think if these son of bitches hadn't made the first calls in the first hours that Summer vanished, Summer's case would already be solved. Somebody'd already be in fucking shackles, and we would not be where we are this many years later. These motherfuckers are responsible for that, along with the mud and jello slingers of fucking Ben Hill. It's just how it fucking is, okay? The patty cake and the bullshit twisting and the crap here, these people, the cretins, the Karens, everybody, it didn't help a goddamn thing. Just like it never helps any of the cases. It's just how it is. It's how it'll forever be. So anyway, there's that. Cat shit, however, just making up a whole thing. Said during that live that I had just magically remembered this thing about you know, something, her version is that, I just remembered the other night on it live or something that they did respond to me up there, on June 15th. Now, she's making it like they verbally or whatever responded. That's not what was said, this, that, and the other. I didn't suddenly magically remember, like Chasing and On did a while back too. They do love that. She just magically fucking remembered shit. Which, by the way, can happen. Okay, so, and I'm told that by feds, and stuff. So I'll take their word for it. And people like card teams and, real people with real backgrounds and this shit that say things will come, go, fall, go into place. You have to wait, patience, blah, blah, blah. And there have been quite a few of those moments throughout these several years. However, the other night when I was speaking, I did not imply in any way that Dawn, Candace, the boys, which Dawn was there, but you get what I'm saying, that anybody up there on the 15th, hell, who honestly fucking knows at this point, but um, they did not verbally respond when I was yelling before Candace came down the driveway. Um, it was that in real time, even then, I knew, like, when I was yelling, that I was being heard at certain points because there would be faltering in footsteps, silence and waiting, right? And I'd yell again this year, but it was almost purposeful in the way I wasn't answered or replied back. It was strange. It's one of the many strange things. And then later being able to do things and then to go back and go, wait a minute, throughout all these years, I yelled from the same spots, we able to yell up there and did get responses. So wait, why in the fuck on the 15th was that different? So they could clearly hear. And then there's been other things done to prove that. It does prove that they should have been able to, There's all these things. But cat shit wants to take it and put the whole woo woo just remember narrative on it. But even if I had just recalled that or something, which is not the case, it wouldn't be unusual either. Because I still have moments. It's like, it took me a while to realize not only did the dogs of 110 or 125 count on 15th, other dogs in the area counted as well, and it should have been a duh bitch moment, right? But it took me a bit to come to that. It's like it took me a bit to, on the 15th to go, wait, red flash, holy shit, but then how is fucking super, wait, right? And these drops, these things, they compile pieces for you and let you know how these things are like. And it for us, it's done in our, like, these things are different. Y'all are public, you're the sleuthers, you're the whatever the fuckers, tragedy pimps, right? Detectives, cops, feds, they will work this in an entirely different way. Okay? For us who lived these moments, for all these years, the days leading up to Summer Vanishing, June 15th, and forward, we're here in real time. We experience these things, events, each other, what's said, what's done, blah, 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 all along the way, including pieces and parts of what happened here, what still we're connected with here, and in that, pieces come together differently for us and in different ways. And even the cops and detectives, like, they only experience so much after Summer vanished and then throughout, right? They put together shit from, I guess, all of everybody around them. And data and all these proof worthy. Us, we live it. In ways our brains are more full with shit than their file folders, I'd say sometimes. And it's just trying to figure out what. But we don't hold everything. Not by a long shot. But um, not even close. Guarantee you that. But even for us that are truly searching, truly give a shit, etc., we walk through our own brains, life experiences, things we know because we were there in person. It's vastly different than even getting statements on lines, paper, you know. It's vastly different. So I'm pretty tired of stupid shit from stupid people and little weapons. Their narratives, whatever. I don't know. Honestly, just stupid people that bite. I I really do put this down to stupid and gullible people being the majority of the problem, and being able to be led around um, by the fucking noses like a bunch of dumb fucking cattle by some of the weakest little fucking con ring criminal junkie ass pieces of shit hiding behind icons or nine identities deep I've ever seen. Um, Bunch of fucking fruitcakes around here that just eat and breathe and drink anything remotely conspiracy driven or whatever fits their ideas, whatever the fuck they think happened, which are all based on mixed up, regurgitated horse shit narratives and everything else. These fucking fruit bats will believe anything. So I don't know. Either way. But it's what they rely on, right? Stupid cat, piss pads, pennies, Jennies, Adrians, BKs, TMs, ABs, all that. It's what they fucking rely on, man. It's how they exist as they do. Um, Chasing's the rest. I just fuck the list. It goes on and on and on, like a lamb chop song at this point, doesn't it? Goes on and on, my friends. Now, that being said, I keep really meaning to get some of these pieces around here. And do something fucking productive. Um, what do you mean, Junebug? Your Facebook was hacked, and he has been asking everyone for money. Somebody's hacked your Facebook and is asking people for money on it? What the hell, Junebug? Alrighty then. That's fucking wild. Uh, weird. Weird shit. So, the thing is, I'm trying to weigh right now. Like, breaking down these tragedy pimps is worth that effort. Okay? It is. It is for Summer's sake, her case, bullshit, and for all cases going forward. So in that endeavor is still important. However, last few days have had me sort of pensive. The other night having little sparkles of things drop, catch my attention. Certain things. Right now, I'm fully in fire and puzzle mode more than anything. And the more I go from then till now, and march through all the things, it's overwhelming. Um, Junebug, my Facebook has been shut down quite a long time. I randomly open it for a few minutes to grab things I need and shut it back down. As far as I know right now, it is indeed shut down. And I don't think it'd make a difference if they hack into my shit constantly. So, and they've always had to be stupid to do that. Just like our phones and devices that they've done that to from the beginning. So yeah, I'm not gonna open it up. And I don't know. There were only a few upload ever accepted friends question, but I don't recall you being on there. Maybe you are, but I'm not gonna open it back up just to block. Anyway, and I suggest you definitely report it. You can put in a report they should have already locked it down until you can prove ID and kept that person from using your Facebook. So I hope you've taken those steps. They're pretty simple, quick. And mine had added layers of security put to it. Not that it's of help with hackers around this motherfucker, but it had extra layers after I was like, put some sort of, I don't know, some sort of like person of note or something on Facebook. Once you reach that tier of followers and shit like that, they give you extra layers of shit. I don't care. Shut it down after that. Anyway, I'll go check in a while. But I'm pretty sure it's dead. Actually, no, I don't have to because earlier I was doing something actually and I accidentally tapped the button and it wouldn't take me to it. So yeah, it's still shut down. Anyway, it's always something. And so anyway, been trying to weigh the past few days as if I'm walking backwards. I do that a lot anyway, but little shiny pieces that fell the other night. I'm not sure that they tell me more than I knew in real time, but they definitely add to the bundle. Oh, did he dox me tonight? Bless him. That ain't been done before, has it? I guess he needs to do whatever again. Christopher Columbus, Napoleon over there. Now, let's see. That's the same one they're showing pictures from. Mm, yeah, the way back. So he's gotten off one of the other tragedy pimps. Um, Also, y'all, let's just make it clear that that right there is connection for him with the other tragedy pimps doing this photo that includes Benny Keys and Ziggy. Honest Rage as well with that one. Anyway, I think um, that being said, or his little birdie, he does have his little birdie stalking us. But anyway, that's not current photo for fact. Anyway, here's the thing. Let me see. Orange Chicken is in between him with the domestic violence. So he is putting a domestic violence survivor with orders of protection in place in danger. And her child. Good job, Dumpy. After what Ziggy and Marty done, poor thing. And that we've already proven. Go back and look at the fucking yellow Xterra on Dawn Candace's. The bars on top are different. Everything's different. Definitely not the same vehicle. Etc. Yep. We've already been here, Dawn Beat. You're a fucking moron. Carry on. Poor thing. Alright. So anyway, I'm pretty sure we've all seen this shit. Bless his little heart. Yeah, it's a little bitch move. I do love that he's in the state of Tennessee, though. I do love it. So anyway, whatever. Not my problem right now. I'll deal with it later. Um, God, they just do the same things over and over again, don't they? Yeah. But once again, everything he's posting's already been shown to be bullshit. He put out the DV photos. There's enough proof here to show he's full of shit and he's a liar. That shit right there is bullshit as well. Already been proven. You can compare the two vehicles yourself. They're not the same. Yeah, so there's that. It's already been done. Already been proven to be bullshit. And the rest of these have already done it. So there's that. I'm gonna tell you. Facts are facts. Tiny men with issues are tiny men with issues. Tragedy pimps are tragedy pimps. I don't know. Just what it is. Apparently, Shay the other day, I'd missed her in that first 24-hour super cycle of fuckery, leading for maybe around the block, lip locked when she threatened me, the whole nine, you know. She apparently was over talking about how, I guess in the video where I was eating shit out of Don B, um, she got some picture up in woods. It looks like sheets or something. I don't know. But the title alone is something about Dawn and I both talking about how to dispose of bodies, as in Dawn Wells, I assume, not Dawn B. I don't know. Um, I don't know what anti-safe space getting at. I don't care either. Um, y'all talk about bodies all day long and crimes. This bitch really threatened to come fucking murder us and do weird shit, bro. And then double down said she was gonna set the camper on fire and all this other shit too. Like, you know, like literally posted pictures of it on fire, and that was one of the evil channels that had evil in their name too. That Ewok on hung out at. I can't remember the fucking which one's which now, but um. Anyway, so and like he gives a shit about Children Hill, he stood over and tried to imply that little was being sold and all this other gross ass shit as he's talked her insanity extreme shit on Summer's brothers, latches on her. He's fucking gross, dude. And also, let's make it clear when they do that, you just know, like when Don B or Ziggy or BK or any of them have done that, what they do is they dox the locations of all of us. Not just, I mean, Monster obviously knows where we're at. We're just like 30 seconds from one another anyway. And he's fucking back here visiting, calling every day anyway. But you do remember that somewhere out here, whether you think C and D have done it or not, there's a fucking predator. Who knows where witnesses are. Now, between Jenny, Adrian, Ziggy, Dolly, the rest, they've already put us in extreme danger of all kinds of shit, including getting murdered or hurt by others, and they've done so on purpose. Um, on top of that, you have Benny, the rest, running with this same yellow next terrible shit and doxing us. Benny was one of the first ones to do it at 21. As he was leaving out, his channel got shut down too for it. To make that clear. Uh, but you remember there's a fucking predator out here somewhere. Plus, whoever was keeping Tom for all the years, and myself and my daughter, they know where we are. Cause you motherfuckers. But yeah, they're all about that. Hey, Summer's case, this and the other. Going to solve it, what, by getting all the witnesses around everything killed or hurt, or multiple predators knowing where they're at. Yep, real helpful, Don B, BK, Honest, Raged, Rest, the Ziggies, helpful how to drive here videos, all that shit, yeah. Yeah, you really helping some. Helping keep children safe, or you putting them in danger? Well, I'd say you're putting them in danger. Now, beyond all of that, like I said, it's been me sort of lost on the little pathway of fires and such. What do you think? Um, oh damn, they're on it. Blatantly, why do they all reemerge and then start targeting and doing what they do? It's because it's all they've got. A, because it's asked for, it's directed. They get paid well for it. They make fortunes off my fucking name. Targeting, the harassment. Plus, does they want to play patty cake when everybody shut down. The ring around those particular folks right now is pretty yikes. And if you can't figure out who that is running that show in the background, well, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Uh, and seeing that, knowing it's been happening since before we were public, I'm really pretty tired of it. Tired of motherfuckers working with tragedy events. In order to target witnesses and those around everything closest to it in a Karen Reed, Quentin Simon type way. Tired of watching them edge closer and closer and try to get near other witnesses. I'm tired of watching them still hunt. I'm blatantly honest. Whatever, there are two or three of those right now. Let's be real. More channels have been built on my name than Summers. It's kind of the thing around here too. And in that, in that regard, I'm weighing shit very, very well and heavy right now. And it's a very hard thing to decide on in which way to go with it. I'm thinking heavily on, yeah, there are a great deal many things we know that others do not. things that at least few of us have cared not to say publicly, still really do not want to say publicly. Think it wise not to say publicly with a whole lot of shit. I really just don't give a shit, Billy. But, anyway, there are quite a few of those things. As far as extremely major pieces go, things we've held on to, chosen not to say. Give whatever, you know. Contrary to popular belief, I have continually walked through here trying to somewhat watch my tongue and to keep others safe from tragedy, pimps, destruction, being targeted, destroyed, tormented. Trying most days to tamper shit to where it does the least amount of damage possible to anything around summer. Though not always possible because we are double-edged swords, and then this place takes shit, runs muck with it, puts their spins and narratives and garbage on it because that makes them more, uh, and gets them more subs, clicks, likes, views, and mindfucked idiot sheep around the world to listen to their garbage, not just in summers, but in other cases. It benefits them more. They're not really here trying to help, trying to figure out anything, or trying to solve shit. Um, And knowing if ever we put out any of these major things. This place, this realm, will use them for the same reason. They will put spins on them. They will put narratives to them. They will flip script with them, to where whatever preferred meat packages or whatever they've got leashed in the background are kept from anything truthful, real fact or being outed for who they are, what they've done, what roles they've played. Shit. But there's some of these pieces that this place they can't do that with. There won't be a damn thing they can do to combat them, to flip them, not even really to narrate. I've sat here for this long with shit in my head, just like others have that hold things. And every day I'm asked by idiots around the world, you know, why do you speak the way you do? Why in reels is there? Because Karens. I try to be careful through Jurassic Park. I try not to give Weaver anything to weave from further fairy tale up, fuck with, fuck around with others with, yeah, type of shit, for a damn good reason. Um, Common sense. But everybody, they're on that attention span shit of 10 seconds, and they're more here about drama, which seems appropriate to, I guess, a bunch of grown adults to add into already terrorizing, life changing, and life ending situations. Um, we all hold things. This place, public, etc., don't and never will have. Lest it be for one of us saying these things, or law enforcement, or courts, or trials, or motions of, or anything else ever happen. Some of us give a damn and have protected these pieces. Sometimes, though, maybe the timing is right. Maybe things have been allowed to go on long enough. And maybe asshole tragedy pimps need a wake up call. So do their dumb fucking sheep that follow them. Now, So what I'm thinking of doing is releasing one of these pieces with absolute proof and receipts. Can't be denied, can't be narrated. There ain't a damn thing these tragedy pimps can do with us. But sit down, buckle up, and hope for the fucking best. And since I don't want the clout, the views, fucking money, anything else, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand it off to someone else to put out. And I guarantee you this piece is enough to make how McDonough himself grew overnight. It's gonna make it look like child's play. It's enough to rewrite everything you think you've ever known about Summer, how she vanished. Everything you've seen, heard, it's been told. You will officially be in the Upside Down. Those involved in it will have no way around it but addressing it or vanishing. That being said, I'm trying to find someone responsible who can indeed keep their word and will keep the safety of everything, including Summer's case, in mind, and from any more hunting from being able to take place. Um, Obviously, not gonna pick any of these tragedy pimps. I'm not gonna help them build their goddamn channels and skyrocket, because they will after this. Well, not they. The person who I give this to will. Absolutely. Um, and then I thought, well, there's some major ones that I know that they aren't really interested in more subs, clicks, likes. They got better shit to do. But they'd put it out and not play patty cake with these motherfuckers. And they'd do so for good and not evil and bad. And they already have far more reach than these. Uh, Part of me says put it out yourself. It's the only way I can ensure that those who need to be kept safe, or I would have some control over it. in that manner. I could release it the way it needs to be released. The law enforcement has this information. I don't know why you think I'd put out something law enforcement doesn't know. Or why I would keep things to myself if law enforcement needed to know them. But obviously Ellie does know this. Facts. Positive that fact. It's just the public doesn't. Sometimes some things maybe at the right times need to be put out to shake shit the fuck down to the ground and make it split wide open. Turn it upside down. Maybe teach people lessons about targeting the fucking shit out of other human beings falsely, lying on everybody else up and down that fucking community, and bringing these tragedy pimps in. And hell, I'd honestly like to hear the explanation for some of this shit myself. Probably never get one. I'm sure somebody somewhere someday will. Maybe. Problem is, I put it out myself, and what do you have? You have an avenue in for all of these critters to be like, liar, manufactured, la la la, right? Because of what they've done. I told them eons ago that every time I did decide to say something new, add anything else in, do whatever, the only way they can ever use anything for me at this point is to eat it. They can't. I've seen them try a few times. Like, shit, Jody said or whatever, something important. But okay, we'll fire up a live and we'll be like, now, I know for like 8 months we've had y'all thinking Jody Sue's full of shit and a liar, but God, guys, today she released this thing. Here are the receipts. And so this one time, can we just, I mean, I know Jody, it doesn't work well for them in their chats. They're like, no, you've made us drink all the Kool-Aid. Fuck her. Right? And it's funny. Every time I see it, it's fucking hilarious. Their chats fight back against them. So they cannot use anything I say in any good manner. All they've got left is to eat me. That's it. Plus, this time you have the little merry band of leash and collar holders. Targeting outright again. Can't imagine what it was I've said lately that's gotten the response it has, and it tis the season, and let's be real, there's nothing new on summer. Never really is, and shit's, none of them are willing to go and put effort into shit. To be consistent and fact driven and news driven and actually try to be even mediocre online detectives, they're not here about that anymore. Let's be real. It's too much fucking effort too. I but see, views can be driven, right? They run the rooms, they do the timed efforts, etc. So, in order for this to have the effect it needs to go to somewhere else. And I think with someone else who can either escape from this tragedy pimp crew or and use it for that and would maybe do good out in the world after complete separation and would have enough clout and a big enough channel to absolutely annihilate any tragedy pimps who then started shit with them and tried to draw them back in, and would not take the rest of the tragedy pimps with them on their skyward movement in the YouTube streets And like I said, if they release this and they release it correctly, it'll make the way in which McDonough and a few others built during summers overnight look like not a goddamn thing. Because this shows. Now, of course, you have the inserted fingers of tragedy pimps, Karens, local weirdos, pick-me's, whatever, right? From minutes, hours after Summer vanished, the way in which Salted and Slash PG and Squall and all them have tampered with everything from written everything. You all already have not seen anything out here. It's really real. Since before even the WJHL interview with Candace and Bob. I love it shit. Everything you've seen, these deception detectives and the behavior panel and everything else trying to break down. How the fuck do you break down something that's not real in the first place? All these news pieces and clips and shit every one of these creators have done by telling y'all, well, listen to this, listen to that, look at this. Once you know that it's all been tampered with, you can't really do that. Thing is, all these creators have known the whole time that that had been done. But here you all are sitting them, try to break down pieces they know were tampered with, that weren't actually Dawn and Candace, that were all lies and bullshit, and to cover up shit, and to do this with and that with, and to obfuscate, and, to sling shit at all kinds of innocent people and target witnesses around Summer's life, her case. These people are in it for clout, money, etc. Others are in it probably the same reason that Karen and Delphi's fucking defense attorneys and Leilani and the rest, See what I'm saying? Parasitic relationship of the worst kind. I'm pretty over that shit. I think it very much is time for the tables to turn. Some sort of reset button, in a way. My Facebook Live the night of Thursday, no, it was not public. None of my shit was public. I went back way later on and made certain pieces public. Other videos were stolen by Squall, who Candace asked to let on my Facebook. Any further questions? Now busted or whatever that is. At least that's the way I'm taking whatever your question is there. And I had 2 videos from that night. Neither were public. Despite what they're putting out right now. No, dear. No, it wasn't public. Fact. It was not public. Busted. It was. I was not at a roadblock. God damn. Alright, we're just getting rid of you, because I know what you are. I'm not dealing with this tonight. Bye. Jesus Christ. It's this shit. It's always this shit. It was not at a fucking roadblock. Not a fact. You're an idiot. So anyway, one of them I was at Taco Bell, the other one was within my goddamn driveway. Neither were public. So anyway. Actually, almost taken as a video. It wasn't a live because I had no signal. It's done as a video, and when I got out, I uploaded it, but it wasn't. Uh, and nothing was. So walls, stole all kinds of shit, and for blackmail purposes after being asked to be put there by Candace. And then when I went back and opened up shit myself selectively, see, it's this shit they're perpetuating on the block. How many times have I been here before? Quite a few. You motherfuckers make me yawn. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to release this shit somehow, some way over the course of the next few days. I know that these pieces of shit down here in this room, um, talking about Don K or Don Ramey, I believe both are not good. Either way, uh, I know they'll get up to shenanigans with it. I don't really care what's new there, right? Um, but like I said, there's not much they can do with this. Um, I would assume they will try hard to hide it, keep it from being heard, seen, known, uh, to try to keep their preferred meal sources all safe and cozy. It ain't gonna happen. Um, I'm damn well done with it. And that being said, uh, if it goes straight out of the gate to a far larger audience, and to where true sleuth hounds, but that don't go real life on people, and at least a better tier exists. And then those people, guess what? That brings eyes down here, but it also brings eyes on what this group is once again doing with the targeting cycle. And that way, it'll be a refresher course of why the other ones that ever actually want to go anywhere, um, and keep in their places above this shithole, will not do business or associate with these low tier pieces of shit on the salad bar. So that will help these motherfuckers, and it'll put eyes on new eyes ways, and it'll show people what they fucking truly are. Um, the bigger ones will have hold of it. And I'm hoping that when this is released, there will be a conversation by these larger creators on how this low tier shit stained salad bar fucking place and these creators are doing this in cases. And how not to come here for any Summer Wells content or any other case shit. Um, this place is where you go to find them making victims, creating more, harming people, pulling real life shit to the extreme, like trying to get people murdered, harmed, fucked with in every manner you could imagine, and playing patty cake with motherfuckers, it should not be. But this is a place to avoid, for any case, not just summer. So, yeah, I'm hoping to do this in a way that it eats this fucking group, lessens eyes, clicks, views on it, gets the light shining a little brighter on what all of them fucking are and what they're doing. And that we're in another baby-fied bullshit week sauce version of that. With I, my children, my family once again, and I guess as you can see through Don B's bullshit tonight and yesterday, how he's treating domestic violence survivors, putting them in danger. There's predators still out here, actually several, if they're not somehow related together, the same, this and other. It's all here the past few days. It's a really nice time to get this out. However, in doing so, I also want to make sure that the others around this piece are kept safe from being hunted. Um, and that way, and there's a possibility of this, and I'm waiting very hard. There's a chance it helps Summer's case, and I do not want it to hurt in any way. But maybe it shakes the goddamn ground wide open. It definitely puts everything you ever known straight on its fucking head, though. And there's no way to deny that. But it's the protection of my community, Summer, all these things that always weigh heavy. And how to go about things like this. Though I will tell you that I have not went so far in all this time to actually put out anything this major. Billy, Test Pad is not all bats on Smoker. I'm pretty sure y'all can tell that. Somebody else is behind that as well. And I guarantee you some of that has to do with that little lawsuit shaking over her head here. Something's definitely going down with Piss Pad in the channel. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't know why you would. We've already discussed her tonight repeatedly, over and over again. And it's not what I was talking about just now. How the hell did that end up with? Anyway. Strange days. Hopefully not an O or a Fustos. Fingers. Anyway, so it's basically weighing that right now. That's where I'm at. And in a way that everything and everyone is kept safe, protected, left unharmed, um, unhunted as much as possible these days, because trust me, these motherfuckers are still trying to get close to all the others and get ways into their lives and figure out their everything's around everything with Summer. Um, it's very important that that be done. That's what. Um, but that is important to me, to keep everyone safe, community left untouched, but to shake the fucking ground. And to leave these tragedy pimp pieces of shit with no other choice than to buckle in and hope for this. They want to play stupid fucking games. Since the whole invention and too easy bait game of fucking Ryan, that garbage, Ooga Booga, Walk on Shit, psychological, emotional manipulation, the monster shit, all the crap, hitting high notes, Kim, let them, and while they're doing that, it'll show the others when they ask come here what they're really about. Well, that ain't about summer, is it? Mm-mm. It's about doing what so many are doing in all these other cases, like Karen Reed's and this same group did inside of Quentin's. What they all try to do inside the Idaho 4 and all these other things. Targeting, disruption, playing patty cake with motherfuckers. Nobody should be playing patty cake for all the wrong goddamn reasons. None of which have anything to do with survivors, fighters, victims, or families, law enforcement, or the integrity of cases and open and active investigations. Thing is you're walking through this much shit and all the receipts and the proof and the evidence for all these things, and finally just things are, I just, for 2 days I have still my little finger was I'm putting out batch after batch after batch of receipts and parts of the story. Which I do it every day, I guess, but it's something that's weighing, and very much trying Like I couldn't go back. And I can see the date's been searching by these tragic events. I was playing roles and everything. In real life. The hunting, the everything. From day one. I can go back and hear or with receipts or both included and see all the things that never made sense. Don't make sense still. Things that definitely look like they're things. Certain massive things moving and shaking inside of that road with others. Definitely seen extreme swap overnight in behaviors after certain people from here are absolutely incertain with leashes on, others from 110 and otherwise. Stuff surrounding the boys being taken, others' behaviors, everybody's fucking freakouts. Weird ass times, certain days, after certain contacts, after certain sketchy ass shits. What counts? What doesn't? Repeat that twice. Once is a statement and once is a question. Always at war with this all possibilities on the table thing. Though for me, I'll still hold with the controlled foul play of some variety. It's definitely raining. Sort of hungry. Late night snacky. There's just a million things right now I'd love to just throw out here into the universe. So the pieces are here, but this place, it never gets up to any good with those. Never. Never. And they're already so fucking far down the shithole that they're clawing desperately at Christopher Columbus fucking moves for the 4 billionth time. And all too damn lazy to go back and do anything real or tangible or helpful. Like actually start trying to, oh, I don't know, detect anything and take out their own tragedy, pimp, trash ass shit that tampered, tainted, fucked up, fucked with everything and everyone. And try to be helpful for a change. They're too fucking lazy to do that. So, this is where it's at. And anything really given right now, because they're that fucking desperate and afraid. Quite a few things. Um, that's exactly what anything. The little things that I think even right now should be placed out here, or that I want to, should be held back on a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold. See what other shenanigans I get up to. As far as the little things, the other one still stands. Uh, Chances are, in a very short amount of time, it'll be given to someone else. Put out. Someone in this place and their fucker he can't fuck with and won't dare to fuck with. And it won't play patty cake with them or let them in on the skyrocket ride of subs using clicks. And will not associate with this shithole. So this place in no way can really gain off this. It will be detrimental to them though. So, and in that, I'll rejoice. I have not craved cookies in a while. But after the pastries a lot lately. My kid and I, my eldest and I, made some recipe of his. He called Christmas crack. And I still have some of it. It is amazing. It's definitely addictive. I'm gonna have to make another batch here, I believe. Shit's tasty as hell. Why am I doing it that way? I don't. I did hear Flop made some sort of return at some point. And he was angry about Nicolina sniffing her fingers. So I'm not sure what the hell it's about. I really don't care. um, I heard he was talking about indictments. I'm not sure what the fuck that's about. I also don't give a damn. You know what's had me wondering the past few days as I've been laying full into fires, research, putting things together, all that shit. On a whole abundance of fronts, as always. Did y'all ever hear them like, yeah, they always laid in a penny about the slave, right? But they all knew about it. If you've been here, you've been here. Did y'all ever hear any of them? I mean, yeah, at a certain point after Cayman Alley couldn't keep up. It fucked up shit. That slave crap. They obviously got tossed entirely off the bus, but did you ever hear him bring up Ziggy and that slave shit? Ziggy, much like Cam, much like Scott and Linda, Q, Penny, they all had contacts with Slay. Slay was letting all their emails, all the shit, all were aware, all had contact. And were trying to fuck with me with it in certain ways. So, when you seen BK and TM do that last version of Slay shit after chasing, it's like, oh no, she's really dead. It only cost $129 for 3-bit bullshit. But around that cycle, and even recently in the last couple weeks with Benny talking about how it's only Penny. Penny's the only one going down for it. Feds have visited. This has happened. Blah blah. Right? I mean, did they make sure to turn in the rest of the crew for having contact well after they all knew Slave was a thing for several years? Ziggy, as I've shown the receipts for, had contact with Slay in email. Scott knew said the same. Linda, with the bullshit lawsuit up here on PissPad, weirdly enough, now that channel's full out, not fully a PissPad, and is somebody else back there. Suddenly, I don't know, man. Anyway, yeah, I wonder if they made sure to turn in Ziggy having contact with through email and Scott, Linda, all the rest, just like they did Penny. And then they threw Cam and them overboard and outed them for what they've been doing, waiting for a setup thing, in order to toss them off when they fucked up the Slay thing. But yeah, you didn't hear me in that last rewrite cycle, making sure that they were turning in all parties involved. Did you? Nope. Wonder why that is. And I know TM's were. No PK was. It's all there. It's all been out here. I know I gave TM the receipts, whatever, for Ziggy having contact with Slay when Slay tried to get me to shut the fuck up just a couple months later and tried to threaten me and all those shit, right? And she went to Ziggy first to do that. And somehow she ends up overcame it. I mean, it's just too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you wonder if they turned Zigzag and Rest in. Scott, who was going and whittling down the list to what was important, leaving those for Linda. Linda then being the one to, go through the rest, blah, blah, blah. Penny. Even I'm gonna prove that is actually Q as well. I don't know. A little funky. Yeah, you didn't hear him that. There's still ain't all a Penny, and I mean, Penny is as Penny does, but you wonder why I didn't put that out here in this room. You wonder why. Well, we made sure they had all the pieces on Ziggy and Scott and Linda and the rest doing all these things in Q Carlock and all that with the Slay character and blah blah blah, right? Especially when Slay come back threatening Jody Sue, blah blah blah, and made sure to contact Ziggy first. And then the Fustos character involved in all of my inboxes. It's the weirdest shit. It's definitely a whole game. They all played in it with the Slay character. Speaking of that, I gotta tell you some weird shit again around that. Still is weird shit. Always is. The receipts, man. Squirrel, for sure. There are many things here and amongst this group that will keep you perpetually in rabbit holes or chasing shit or whatever, right? Especially around that sleigh shit. They fear the fuck out of it. It's like you can go back ever so often. And they'll have gone in and changed shit on websites, certain build your own bullshits, added things, edited, done whatever with all kinds of shit. It's like Obit, strangely enough, only mentioning 2 children, though there was said to be 3 and there was said to be a female child. That's not listed anywhere, but the pictures of all of them and on the supposed husbands are 3 boys. I guess I just forgot one in all the obituaries, including for her mother. It's strange. Guess that's what happens when you buy 3 for the low price of $129.99. Anyway, but if you're lucky and you were pulling shit on sleigh, back before they realized you were, you have original shit that was actually there to compare to see how they build, they redo, they edit, what's been added, taken away, where they want rabbit holes to lead next, and to mislead folks around all of that. You have a good idea of characters involved, how deep it does go. The all hands on deck type of way it went to try to keep this place safe and others searching rabbit holes, chasing tails, believing bullshit. Definitely not turning in all of their little players involved in it. Or themselves. Um, Weird. Always so weird. Predictable, but weird. And when they do randomly call or do something about it, they definitely are leaving out half the shit in the receipts and trying to even revisionist history and do all the shit and cobble together a story that they hope works well for police at some point, feds, etc. Some of which is meant to target some of the main group they want thrown off the bus for varying reasons. I'd speculate more than a few of those because the less people standing at the end of their bullshit game here, the less they have to split whatever the fuck it is that's hidden in the background. And the weak links that will turn them all in. And they have to discredit a whole lot of fucking people too. Set them up, do all this other fuck shit where even police or DAs or anybody else won't believe them if those people get smart and start talking. So, yeah. Same shit, different day. I don't know why it does. But I come across, see, it's always both things. It'd be a lot easier if it wasn't, it hadn't been from the beginning. Oh boy. Working one thing and working a million. Alright, I'm back for a moment. I was sitting here, watching between about 6 devices as, I've been here, obviously, but some shit has become pretty fucking transparent. Looks like somebody's a little fucking worried. One's very laggy. And there's this, dipshit, like I said, it's one of my least favorite little hackers, right? Weird that was mentioned. Anyway, one of my least favorite, just because they suck at what they do. Like, every time they pop the fuck up and they're trying to fidget through shit to figure out what the fuck shit up. They fuck up so bad even I can see. Uh, Instantly, it's pretty fucking stupid. So I'm sitting here sort of just kind of laughing about it. Um, Somebody's a little worried, a little shook, but whatever. Carry on the hot ass devices where even I can see you. Should get you places. Not places you're gonna like it in, but it should get you many places. Definitely, probably not in that job application after a catch me if you can situation, but man, you just suck at this. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the timing's not keep opposite. Look, there's just one every time the telltale's there. Same ones. It's the goofiest shit. So I'm just kind of giggling over that. Anyway, wasn't it you, Junebug, that gave me a warning about Facebook earlier in this one? And now it's doing this through Messenger with the same telltale signs. Strange, eh? Alright. Anyway, so I've been going around. Oh, the fuckery. The way back, the connections, thoughts, trying mightily to leap over bullshit, cow patties, the rest. Really am. I'm gonna make some fucking brownies. Feels like one of those. Let's. I don't know. I have this penchant for adding so many different nuts into my brownies that they end up being brownies. Basically, nut clusters. It's like, there are things though. Nut clusters that'll just fuck you all the way up while you're making this walk through Jurassic Park. It's like holding their seats and knowing there's a truck followed out. It's in there while Dobbs is in there on the 14th. Because it was fucking weird. So, knowing that it was showing up same times. Well, there's many red trucks, but one showing up the same times in the evening for weeks, especially. Same time all this shit really starts going downhill on the 15th, too. You got other reasons. Shit around Dobbs is like, what the fuck? Hold their seats on that shit, too. Ain't much you not sit here online. You don't have receipts to back up. It's like running into Candace at Walker's Fort, you know? You got those. Shit that'll fuck you up. You got shit like this and 17, but so many other pieces, timing events, looks like patterns taking place that revolve around singular pieces like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of over everything. Stay mad about it. February of that year, talking to one of the true mayors. Guy in the back of the hollow, next to Miss Hill, had all this stuff taken from inside the house recently, but this morning there was a car parked at the bottom of the neighbor's driveway. Somebody was out of the car and was halfway up the hill and in the woods. They took off around 5 when they were seen. They went into the hollow here and turned around, then went over across the main road to the loop and parked the lights out. Now back then it makes you think other things in real time, right? Summer vanishes and you're like, the loop over there, you couldn't see the house up there. And then there they were on the driveway, and that's in 17. So fucking strange. So they're stealing stuff, or it's my peeping Tom trying to get a better vantage point since he's already been caught over here so many times. Or it's something else we can't figure out. But it looks like somebody stabbed one of my dogs, which is what was happening to them. Um, the last time my peeping Tom was running around here. But this isn't his MO. He is sneakier than this person / people would. And see, this is what gets me, because there's a part here that Dawn sort of left behind, a little shiny speck, if you will, on the way back. that's in this and the spec he probably doesn't realize he left behind. But was trying to get ahead of certain things, doing something with something, you know? Um, so there's a spec there that I caught a long time ago. Something he should have known, he shouldn't have known, but somehow did. What? Anyway, I continue to say, so I'd say it's somebody stealing, probably dropping those off in here to steal antiques out of the buildings or stuff outside around the house or C&D. So I just watch out. You know how it goes down here. Seems like every few months, a few go on robbing and stealing sprees down here for a couple weeks at a time. Gave him a description of the car. Oh, the car looks and sounds kind of like a detective's car with cop brakes. Not sure of color. Yeah, I'm kind of over everything that's going on here lately. It never used to be like this. Now people are in here all the time, starting trouble. People stealing, people trespassing and hunting. I've had that peeping Tom for almost 2 years now. Mind you, these are from 2017, so tells you how long. But the cops can never get here quick enough. Then the yahoos in here getting shot because they started it and egged it on for months, including at night. The trespassing people hunting have about shot Sissy and I a few times. True fucking story. Not even kidding. The new one, when we caught him, says things that are just creepy. He knew our schedules, Andy's work schedule, when we slept, my car, when I slept, plus his stand is facing my windows into the front of the house and can see everywhere in here. So he and his friends he has been bringing in for a year, who knows what they have seen. Uh, lay out naked in the sun. I mean, have they seen me um, change clothes or dry off after a shower naked in my bed? Boog and Andy go outside to man pee half the time, and they face right over where that stand is. I also think it's creepy that somebody could have been staring at my kid. Little in the pool or running around half naked with no shirt last year in the pool or sprinklers. I've just had it. I'm so fed up with it. I liked it better down the road. I didn't have to put up with this crap. I liked my neighbors. Nobody bothered anyone. It was always silent. I could go outside without worrying who would see what from the road or woods. I don't think people understand or care why people live in places like this to begin with. It's to get away from that stuff, have privacy, and stay away from people like them. So you kind of have all of it there. You know? And that guy was really creepy. We've been over that guy before. He really didn't know which cars were being driven, how they're being driven, what hours. Andy was coming home, knew he would be late, all this other shit. It was fucked. It's monsters fucking lead up. What you have is EquaSearch getting ready to come back in that weekend. I and others are talking about it. All these other things are occurring. Grandis leaves out as soon as basically interviews are done. Rogers' review piece is put out. Boys get taken. That also correlates with busted meth pipe, broken driveway, cameras raised, weird noises in the night, Fred and Dawn, 1 and 3 a.m. fuckery, all these things. The vigil, the Amy Tate tweaking out, you know, the whole nine, all that shit too. But the day before, you know, all these things. Candace was ringing Andy's phone off the fucking hook. 23rd, wanting his help or my help with something. I assumed this time it's whatever package was dumped over there by the delivery guy that morning. Uh, all these other things. And I said that he and I had replied. Or that she was wanting DCS advice, type of shit. I wasn't gonna play in that garbage. Being like, I'm sure it's best to still stay friendly or reply, but I just can't on good conscience not stay. They may be innocent, I don't know anymore, but they're vilifying the entire neighborhood and community chaps my ass. Yet here they are again 3 days after saying that shit again about us all in the Rogers Review. But wanting more help from neighbors and community, they keep shit talking and lying on in the media. So for some reason, the day before all this shit really, right? Candace is blowing the fuck up out of Andy wanting something, wanting help with something. And you have the 24th heading into it. Well, the 23rd, I fell asleep holding my phone, talking to you for a whole 5 minutes, not kidding. Until Andy came in, woke me up, and stressed me out, and started shit and caused chaos while boohooing about poor him like usual, then left just to make sure I couldn't rest, like he is supposedly so upset with me about. but it's horseshit and a lie just to do what he is and feel justified doing so, just like usual. So now I'm even more stressed and awake, and I doubt very seriously sleep will be happening again tonight, especially while Sunshine can't grow a pair big enough to watch over the kids and I while I sleep, so I have to keep him safe too all night while he sleeps peacefully. Then does this to me again every time he sees me sleeping, calm, or actually resting. And there was discussion in there about already knowing about the stall pump, who was in the picture prior to my surgery and shit. So anyway, it was like, and there was something shared about Candace. No, it was another neighbor that posted in a thing. And I was like, good lord, they'll trash her and attack her until she leaves the group. Then post about how sorry they are once what she says is confirmed. And then I was like, and by the way, I don't know what the fuck Candace wants, because she went to work with Donnie this morning. Both left in separate cars at the same time as I spoke to Donnie this morning about the boys. And that was on the 23rd. Told another neighbor she was going to work since there was no point in sitting home. Like, what the fuck? And Grandma left a couple of days ago. And then we were talking about the psychic lady that kept coming there, Juanita. So then immediately, with all of that shit, Candace was calling Monster around the time the boys, because they had noticed the day before, for some reason she was blowing Monster's phone up. Won't help something. Don't know. And then Equal Search is coming into play. Then when they get in there, as you can see, it devolve. As soon as the boys are taken, Monster starts really raising hell, losing shit. That culminates with Equal Search being in there that weekend, 24th. And such. The 25th, maybe I was so sick today. I forced myself to stay in and turn up everything so I couldn't hear. That's when Equal Search was there. As far as rest, no. Andy decided to pull another bullshit boohoo stunt. Dropped us off at home after fireworks. Then took my car and was supposed to just go to his mom's and back and didn't come back till today, when I demanded my car. Then he left again, so the anxiety of worrying over if he was dead or alive or in jail or something, plus both kids, all night, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, he messaged at like 4 a.m. last night saying, fell asleep in car and sorry, which is bullshit. He just left his phone at his parents so he couldn't be tracked, took my car to go live his best life. Then rolled in today with I have nothing to wear except horse shit, and I told his sorry ass his new whore could buy him clothes, shoes, socks, and underwear since he was too sorry to even do that shit for himself. But I wasn't clothing him for other bitches or his best life while he was such a coward. He was fun with his kids, daughter here this close to, predators and such and Sarah, and then that's when he tried to take off with all kinds of shit. About like 100 average foot habit. But popular to contrary to belief, Monster and I were still seeing one another in contact and also shit until August. But and I think on these August 1st or 2nd, he's like, well, I'll be home a little bit. I'll uh, talk to you then, whatever, But it was continual contact unless there were witnesses to it where I stopped, and then he'd lose his shit. But then he'd come find me, or he'd come to the house, or he'd message, or he'd do whatever else. It's part of why he lies here. Um, so I don't know. To me, it seems like he really lost his shit. once the boys were taken, I couldn't fathom why. I've always been able to fathom why. He's afraid. That's why he stopped trying to know his own arm off and figure a way out of shit and just realized he was fucked. He'd fuck around until he found out. And Summer vanished and that had him whole caught anyway, but then after the boys were taken, he was afraid. And it definitely played a role in that. Plus, his little, I found this bag in the middle of whatever shit too that weekend, all that shit, but all these things. But it's like, my mind, it wants to, and brain dogs, right? It's like, I know that he was acting batshit insane on the 4th through the 6th of June as well. I got my ass beat on my son's birthday, but I know he'd take it out on eldest. If I didn't take the beating, it was gonna be elsewhere. It would just be hell. So I was able to go outside. I knew what would happen to me, but at least it'd be away from the kids and shit. But those days surrounding everything, that's his typical cycle. So I can't be like, well, he's losing his shit, and here's this what looks like. Because brain dots say, well, here are these messages Dawn's released for what looks like almost a damn near dry run for 15th sobriety. And then here also is Monster going off in those dates. And then he, uh, but that's his typical pattern. Birthdays, holidays, this shit, that, whatever. I'm always wearing bruises, always beat, and he always takes off turns. So you can't really. My brain's like, nah, that's nothing. But I do know that whatever the fuck Candace was up to and calling him, and then the boys being taken did set something in motion. And I know it's fear. I know it's fear because of the shit he was getting up to, stuff even I don't know the whole total of. It's for Ellie and feds to figure out. I'd hope more feds than others who were stupid enough to buy it and its family's shit anyway. Um, and help it and them. Luckily, I live in places better who knows how he and his family typically act and fuck shit they go and do around court proceedings and the shit they try even on one another and fuckery. So in that regard, I'm a little better off here than me. I could see it in, but what the fuck does it matter? What the? It's this shit. It's holding the receipts. It's knowing that in this is fear for Monster. Catalysts, kickoffs, the boys being taken, the conversations, the real pieces. All these things. It's the true story of living in there and around one another, living lives together. Yeah, it's like the 26th of July. It's like you get hear Dawn leaving at like 4 a.m., you know. It's all these things and pieces over years. Wondering if they play in which red trucks, which who the fuck's up to what, you know? There are receipts for him losing his shit and saying what he did to Little, and then when I was talking to others about it, and yeah, they put it out that I was the one that said that it was actually Little who testified to what Monster had said to her here, but they don't want you to hear that piece. But it is here. I've played it before. It's on the fucking videos. Got it saved too. And they've twisted that to fit their bullshit to say that I said XYZ, and they always go with that Jody Sue said monster scene. You know, Summer's dead body. It's not true, and it's not what anything was, and that's not what Little said either. But he most certainly did lose his entire shit after Candace calling the boys being taken and everything just. But there were other things there in play. A stall he didn't so much want to be with, but was fucking around with. She was psycho enough to get him busted, unlike the others. Trying to gnaw his own arm off, find a way out of it. Summer vanished. All these things. That I got him caught. And then he started being afraid. Fear's a hell of a motivator. And that's not to imply he did anything. Where it concerns June 15th. By the way, but you know they'll take off that shit. I'm just afraid of whatever fuckery they were all getting up to together otherwise. Okay. Oh dear. Anyway, y'all. Bless. Yeah. I'm gonna hop off here for the night. Change some shit around for Forbidden Time. And, yep, same shit, different day. First, I'm gonna eat a snack and continue to do what I've been doing, as always, for this long. And I'm gonna continue the way where this thing goes, and how, and to whom. And let it shake all on its. So yeah, I'm just off here for right now. Yep. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna fix a snack. Somebody eat something. I'm starving. And it was supposed to be snow here, but I think it's just fucking rain. I don't know. Don't care. Not in preference mode where it concerns that. Uh, may decide that worth fucking with Don B over and tapping the shit out of his channel for that. Much like we did BK's to get it taken. That might bring me joy knowing the tiny man is crying somewhere. That is shit for a week or two. So I may do that. May take time out for that at some point. Next bit, tomorrow. May not. I don't know. May just compile it. Never know. Yeah, well. Basic bitch. Shit. Christopher Columbus. And anyway. Y'all, as always, please share Summer's picture information. Call her by name, okay? By information, you know I do not mean tragedy pimp shit, social media shit, or even any of us speak around any of this. I mean law enforcement, local surrounding, TBI, FBI, real journalists and reporters of the investigative type. No Entons, bullhorns, jailbirds. And as always, if you can spend 10 seconds over here watching a clip, you can spend 10 seconds reading the Q&A on the TBI's website, the Fed's website about Summer in her case. It will help you, it helps Summer, and it makes sure these characters have to stay in a certain realm, at least somewhat, or you're going to be able to recognize real quickly how you're being taken for a ride. And the shit they're using you all for is weapons to slander, harass, terrorize, destroy, and fuck with entire communities, families, law enforcement, courts, etc. around all of these open and active investigations, including Summers. Please do not be their weapons. Be good people, good sparks, good pebbles. Alright? And as always, if you don't mind, please do keep in mind that domestic violence played a giant role in Sutter Ben Hill, as did monsters of all varieties. If you cannot see that, I don't know what to tell you. Both of those hills, both of them. So it's very important to me and close to all of us. Please share out the DV / Universal Hand Signal for help. It doesn't just save those in domestic violence, kidnappings, abduction, public settings. It can save people with health emergency disabilities, speech disabilities, strokes, heart attacks, people living alone in emergency situations, even those, like, think about Idaho 4. You got the one hiding with a phone, afraid to dial. But if they could have touched a button, known that signal, somebody else in the end received it. You know. Anyway, the more it's shared, the more it's learned and recognized, and the more lives it can save. And the more tech call centers meet up, you know, the more lives it can save. And the more proof and receipts and things it can leave behind for women and children in need of help in faraway places where you basically just leave in body bags, or you get thought of or told that everything's just Budweiser and black eyes. Everybody's participants, or it'd be alright, everybody's gonna sleep it off. It ain't alright, it ain't okay. These women and children often would love ways to leave paper trails, get help in time, and have a chance out of a situation. Real justice. And they could save themselves, hopefully in time, with little help. And that included Summer, her brothers, us, where monsters can't hear you make a call and you don't have a chance of getting a signal anyway, walking around in front of them going, hey, can you hear me now? Like, surprising. Bad enough. Everybody's got half an hour advance warning. When cops do even start in fucking creek, but maybe there'd be a chance. For so many still living in places like that. If they learn and if people recognize that hands are. Anyway, please do share Summer's picture information, color by name. Alright, y'all. You have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever y'all